So I don't know how long this video is gonna work out because my forgetting everything, the SD card, my 8 gigabyte, I can only use my 4 and it's full, which I'm gonna have to transfer upload. It's complicated. My phone's dying. I got it in the flashlight. See, it's charging my phone right now. So but I'm here and I want to get some video in because I only have so much time, and I gotta ride back. But they're building that. That was never here. There's a GM building. These are lofts. Those have been here for a long time. They got boats down there where the people that live here, they got their own boats. And that's another problem. Most of the boats up here they're gasoline yachts. And then the sailboats, they're freshwater sailboats. There are very few ocean cruisers that make it up here. They do, but most of the people that do come up here in them, they live on them, and then they sail back down. They don't, they don't stay up here. It's very, they do, but it's rare. It's not as often as you would think. So that's the problem I'm running into, But I'm gonna start heading this way for you guys, and then I'm gonna upload everything, and then I'll get you guys. Hopefully, I upload everything. My phone doesn't die, and I can get the SD card and the camera for everyone. So that'd be kind of nice, It's hard to do all this stuff sometimes, You plan one thing, it never works out the way you plan. That's why you always got to be prepared, I try my best to be prepared, to be prepared. Ooh, she looks like she's saying something. Snag anything? Might have. Yeah, perch. Those are always fun to catch. They're squiggly. Yeah. So it's people. You always see kids running around those. I've walked around those so many times, That's why I brought you guys up here, because it's unique, It's different. It's cool. A lot of times there's people, I don't like taking videos, people, they look at you weird, so if I turn away, I'm sorry. Yeah. So this is it. There's the people mover. It's actually not that expensive. It doesn't run all night though, like you would think. It stops running after like 9 o'clock. Or 8 o'clock or something. I forget the time. You'd have to look it up. But it doesn't run all night. We're in Detroit. It makes sense. But yeah, man, a lot of skateboarding, biking going on down here, man, Like, I've been to a lot of places, and Detroit architecture, man, it's really like 1920s, 30s, You don't have that in a lot of places, unless you go to like New York or Chicago. You don't see it. I've been a lot of places, so, that's why I brought you guys down here, Some people will never come to Detroit, so that's why I'm doing it. This is Cobalt Hall. If you ever need to use the bathroom actually down here, that's where you want to go. Because it's open, you can just walk in there. And it's clean, they got food. Kind of expensive. But, they have the Autorama there, they have the car shows there. The boat shows, which I go every year with my dad. A lot of people don't understand that I have a boat background. That's why I'm going sailing, My two older brothers' fathers, we've been on the boat my whole life. That's why I'm doing all this, It's my dream. This is what I do. So that's a cute couple. She's pretty too, smells good. I smell the perfume all the way down here. That's one thing I love about Margarita. She don't get jealous. Like she does, but she's a woman. She's a queen, She knows what she's got, She knows what she's worth. And she puts me in place, so I love her. So my dad actually got married on that boat. It's called the Detroit Princess. It's they got the old Bobolo boat and they restored it. So it's kind of yeah, it looks like they're actually having a wedding. I told him not to get married to this woman. She just wanted him for his money. That's all it was. And it was too quick too, and he didn't listen. Like my whole family told him no, and of course, it happened exactly what we said, You could see it. It was clearly written over. It was clear. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Okay,
You doing okay today?
Yep, I'm fine.
There are a lot of people here. A lot of people. That's why I brought you guys on here, though. Dude, that boat gets popping. That boat is fun, bro. You get drunk on that boat, it's fun. They take you all the way down the river. Hello. So if you go on that boat, they'll take you all the way down to the island, you know? They take you all the way down to the island. And it's nice. It's really nice, you know? See how people really look at you. Like, I'm not doing anything wrong. You know, everybody bikes down here. Everybody walks. So, yeah. That's why I ride. So it's good that I can ride. So I can literally just like sit here for a second and just balance. I've gotten used to it. Because people, they just get in your way. They're not paying attention, you know? So, yeah. It's crazy. But beautiful down here, you know? It's one of the best places to come down here on a date. You can go up there. There's Hart Plaza where I was talking about, where you can go do the music. I'm gonna try to catch some footage on the way back on the camera. You know, I could talk about it, but you guys can come down here if you wanna, you know, see it, you know, and talk about it. You know, you can read it up on it. You know, it's quite nice. Looks like some police. It's actually a cop station. If you go up there, under the line, it's the police station. So like all the police officers on the border patrol, border patrol on the FBI, all that stuff. This is the Detroit port. It's really coming. They actually have the Navy ship come down here a lot of times. A lot of Navy ships come here. I forget the one that was here recently. I wanted to go on it, but of course I was locked up. I've seen it on TV. I've always wanted to go on the military ship. I've been in a lot of military establishments, actually. Been to Quantico Bay, Virginia. That's interesting. Actually, my family lived on that base, actually. You can actually get on that base and get off that base back in the early 2000s, hop the fence in it. It's crazy. Because the kids that lived down there, you know, the military kids, they would sneak off, you know. They'd want to go, you know, hang out with the kids, you know. They knew all the little different places to get off the base. And the base is supposed to be secure, you know. It's funny. You know, we're getting in and out of it, you know. To go smoke weed and shit. Serious, I'm not lying. It's funny because there's only one officer. There's only one police officer that monitored the base, right, for civilians, because the military police, they can't do nothing to civilians. They can only police the military. So you do whatever you want for, you know, you're me, you know, or you're a kid, you know what I mean? You're not in the service, you know, but your dad is, you know, but you're there, you know. So and the police officer was old. He was like 80. So like the kids were just like running that place. It was funny. Interesting, you know. It's funny how that stuff was. And it's crazy too, because a carton of cigarettes was like $50. And Virginia is where all the tobacco is grown, right? And that was like in 03, 02 when this was going on. You know, I went there. And, you know, inside of the camp, you know, the base, you know, the military base, you get a carton of cigarettes for $10. Serious. It's insane. You know, $2 a pack of cigarettes. And I was smoking then. You know, my dad's giving me money. You better buy as many cartons of cigarettes as you can before you go home, because I ain't buying you no more. And that's what came out of his mouth. Serious. It's so nice down here. You can rent bikes. You can rent scooters. They got stations down here. You just swipe your card. Be careful, man. I had one ride, man. I would only use the Uber. Only use the ones that are, you know, like Uber, you know, Lyft and stuff. Don't use those cheap ones, man. Like the ones that you don't see off-brand shit. The reason why I say this, and don't tie it to your bank account. Don't do it. I tie them to, now that I've had this experience, tie them to a card that you don't care about. That's why I have so many cards traveling. You got to. That's why I have Cash App, so much money in my Cash App. So you got to use it for traveling. Cash App's only a really reliable source now these days. Believe it or not. But I linked my card, my bank account to this damn scooter with Margarita. For one, it didn't even work. Two, it kept on charging my account, man, for like a week straight. And it was so hard and frustrating for me because the support for the app was really shitty. The programming was shitty. It wasn't easy to use. It was hard to figure out. And then it was crashing on my phone all the time. And then not only that, to contact them, to get them to stop it, was difficult, man. You couldn't find, they didn't have no website. The app didn't have no link or, where you could contact them. You had to email them to have them refund your money. Like, well, it was only $10, but, like, I didn't even use that scooter and you charged me $10. Stupid. So I don't even use them. I don't use them at all. Another reason why I like wearing sunglasses too, when I do videos, when I'm out. People, when they stare at you and stuff, man, like, they hold judgments against you for no reason, and, and act a certain way. And I don't need people knowing my face like that, and on YouTube, I don't know, they're not gonna see me. They don't have interest in me. Looks like they're having an event going on. Maybe it's just metal detectors. I don't know, I think they're going. Yeah, I think they're holding an event. I'm gonna turn around. So I'm gonna try to get some footage of the camera on the way back. And maybe go downtown. I'll make another video after I try to upload all this stuff. We'll see how it goes. It's getting cold too. It's always colder on the water. It says a nice little boat. Holy stuff. I like it. See, like the sailboat I'm gonna be riding, see how it goes up in the front? I needed to do that. They call it a sloop. And that's what I'm looking for, to ride, sail in the ocean. I'm looking for a sloop. And the longer it is, the faster. But then, it's too big. I can't sail it. So that's the only problem. But I really want a catamaran. If I get the money, I run a catamaran yacht. That's my real true goal. But if they flip, they don't flip back over. That's the only problem. So a single hull, if it flips, a wave flips it, the keel, the weight, the ballast on the bottom flips the boat back over. So, I've been really taking that into consideration, but the catamaran has more room. It's, you can do more with it, and I'm gonna be in warm waters most of the time. All the time, unless I'm crossing the Atlantic, or Pacific or whatever I decide to do, but it's still gonna be pretty warm. And the storms, the one thing you really gotta worry about is storms, and currents and those type of things. So yeah, I'm gonna go sit down, take a break, and get everything ready, because I gotta ride back, and it's far. I rode all the way from the west side of Detroit all the way to downtown, so it took a minute. And it's getting dark, so which means it's getting cold, which means I don't want to get sick. So I'm gonna get off here and do everything and head back. So I might talk to you guys tonight. I don't know, we'll see how tired I am. I know I'm gonna take a long shower, which I gotta go pay my water bill and turn that off eventually soon. A lot to do, man. So much to do, but I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.